The Kitchen Banter. We're talking pickleball, where the drama gets loud. Local courts, bad calls, and a rowdy crowd. Tony's fighting this black cloud, doubting himself, but give him one good shot, he's feeling himself. Tate is analyzing the game like only he can. Daniel's on the mic with a grin and a smile. Don't get too close or he'll lob you in style. Let's get your banter.
All right.
All right,
Fun.
here we go.
Podcast in a long time, so.
All right, so today, the newest episode, we have Ganon the Cannon, the lefty from the new player from Ocala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New
So
guy.
we have Ganon on today. Hey, thank you for coming. We appreciate it.
Of course.
I know we haven't known each other a long time, but obviously very good player. We wanted to have you on, get to kind of ask you some questions about Ocala, where you're from, different things like that. So before I do, though, I think Tony's got something today.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of a growing viewership going. So the thing is, we need subscribers, all right? We need you to just press that subscribe button, and that's it, all right? So I'm a little bit nervous now because we got so many people watching. It's not like before when it was just you and me just sitting around talking.
no.
You know, it's like all these people watching now. So anyway, yeah, just hit the subscribe and let us flourish. It's good for the community.
I agree with that. So obviously, this is all new to us. So we're trying to figure this thing out. Tate does a good job behind the scenes, and he's like, hey, you know, a lot of people are watching. We need more people to subscribe. It gets in the YouTube algorithm or however that works, or social media. So a lot of people just click the videos, but comment, tell us what you think. I always say, leave good comments. The negative comments, text those to Tony. Only send those to Tony.
They're the best.
So I don't want to hear the negative. Just that's what Tony deals with.
Yeah,
so.
I love it.
Yep.
All right, we got the housekeeping done.
We did.
All right, so where do you want to start?
So Ganon comes from where? Where does Ganon come from?
California originally. I was there for 29 years, lived California my whole life. Always wanted to get out for greener pastures, less taxes, and just something different. So we were there, and then we moved out here, and we were snowbirding actually at 30 years old. My wife's a horse vet, so that's kind of the backstory. So we were in Jersey for half the year, and then South Florida. That job didn't end up working out, and now we're here full time, year round, beating up on these guys on the park. So,
Where at California exactly?
Southern California, we live. That's where I grew up. Wife is originally from England. She moved out to LA area, and then we met in Central California at school called Cal Poly St. Louis Obispo, and that's where I played tennis as well. So that's where the Cannon comes from.
Gotcha.
Good baseball team, actually.
Yeah. Didn't Aaron Rodgers go to Cal Poly?
I think so.
Yes.
And Chuck Liddell went there.
Really?
He actually owns a bar there. I ran into him once there at like 2 a.m. So
Did you give him the elbow?
no, gave him a picture with me. You know, yeah, he signed it. Yeah.
I was gonna ask if you signed it for him as
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
So what brings you to this specific area?
So obviously there's a couple of horses here in town if you run into them from time to time. So wife's a horse vet. So that's what brings us out here. She just got a new job out here. She's here year round. She just travel all over kind of general central Florida area, servicing all the horses. So I just follow her around. I work remote. So I just put a smile on it and make sure dinner's on the table by 5:30 before I leave for the park. So
Wow.
Modern man.
So you're the cook in the house.
I am the cook in the house.
Oh, wow.
It was a point of contention early on because, you know, us as men were taught to think a certain way, and I work remote, so I can, like, at home right now, I've got fish defrosting in the fridge. I got the cherry tomatoes out, make a little dish tonight, so I can prep during lunch, and then by the time, because we got to leave for the park by 5:30, it closes at 8, so all the food's ready and prepped and cooked and everything.
I for sure, Alicia does not listen. Of all episodes, my wife does not need to listen to this.
That's
But
for
you
sure.
work in the office, though, so
He
it's
cooked
different.
one time
you know?
recently. For the
One
first
time my
in his
whole life, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Wow. What'd you cook?
I cooked chili.
He had a detailed recipe in front of him, though.
Yes. that I still needed to ask questions.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you can't mess it up. So.
No,
No, it was actually good. I was told that by multiple people.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Second career.
No, listen, I will cook occasionally now. I will help out more.
Are you a grill guy?
Occasionally. I don't like to grill chicken. Anything I could really mess up, no.
Yeah.
You can't
So-
mess up chicken.
What about steak? You don't cook
I cook
the
steaks.
steaks?
Yeah,
okay.
I cook the steaks. I can do that. I will say Alicia coached me through that after years, though. So,
Grilling steak?
yes.
Really?
Yeah, we cook it very particular way. So it's a true story.
What's your go-to steak?
We're prime rib. Or I'm not prime rib. I'm ribeye.
Ribeye.
Yeah, so
That's
ribeye.
the steak. Yeah.
Occasionally, just to change it up a little bit, we'll go filet. But really, it's
Yep.
ribeye. Bone in too. I don't like
Bone in.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, I like bone in too.
Interesting.
Can barely afford to eat them nowadays with the price, but
It's worth it.
we're holding on.
Yeah.
Just eating a little less of it.
It'll be all right. We just need people to subscribe.
Yes.
That would be good.
Yes, man, we need to start. I like that. Like, we got to start to monetize somehow. All right. So does your wife thoroughbreds or all types of horses? I mean, obviously
All types of horses.
Okay.
Out here, there's obviously a lot of race horses, which she hadn't really worked too much on. She's focused on sports medicine. Before this, it was all MRI. So she would sit in a box for 8 hours a day, MRIing mostly just feet for all the athletes, the jumpers, the dressage. And I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I have no idea. So
Cool. I want to go back in time though. All right. So growing up, so you played college tennis. Is that what I remember saying?
Yep.
So you play all 4 years.
I only played 2 actually. So
Okay.
reason behind that is I had a lot of foreigners on the team and they come over on a visa. We play high level tennis and then they all got deported because when you graduate college and the only thing on your resume is D1 tennis player, it's not really that marketable at the end of the day. So after 2 years, I was already burnt out going into college. To go even further back, I started playing tennis when I was 4. Started playing competitively when I was 8, and that was like a full-time job. I was homeschooled for middle school. I went to like a reduced schedule during high school. Was done at noon every day, straight to the courts, play till 6 or 7, go home, do homework, travel 30 weeks a year,
this is
kind of a thing.
serious
So
stuff, Daniel.
it was like die hard. Like,
Yeah, this
I mean,
is
top
serious
25 in
stuff.
the country,
Really?
top 10 in the state.
wow.
Like, yeah, it doesn't translate as well to pickleball, and that's why, I'm just kind of whatever on the court. But yeah, that was life from 8 to 20 years old, basically. Yeah.
I remember one successful story from California of I think you needed to grow up in Compton and play tennis though.
Yeah.
Right.
Who was that? No,
The
yeah.
Williams sisters. You ever
Yeah.
watch that?
Oh, were they from there?
Yeah. Compton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Their dad trained him and everything.
Yeah,
and then-
I've seen that special. Was
That
on
movie's
Netflix
good.
or
That
something?
movie,
yeah,
whatever it is. Yeah, it was a really
Yeah, that
good
was.
movie.
I'm guessing that was pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume so.
Yeah.
That one and then the Agassi book were probably the 2 tennis books out there. But
And that's kind of the story that I've always heard with tennis is what you just described. That's kind of how, if anyone's going to make it in tennis, they have to live that kind of life, right?
oh yeah, it's all or nothing at that point.
So-
I had to decide between baseball and tennis, which I laugh looking back on it because I tell my dad I wish we would have played baseball. I grew up down the street from Matt Chapman. You probably know who Matt Chapman is, I would presume. And then my great uncle was a scout for the White Sox. So we would have had a shot, but I'm a lefty, which hurts, and I'm not that tall, and I'm not that buff. So I ended up going the tennis route. But what could have been?
Did your dad play tennis or what? Like
Grandma.
Grandma, is that what got
Grandma
you
was
going in
the
that
one.
direction?
Yeah, grandma played till 75, broke, I think, 2 arms, 2 knee replacements, and a hip surgery, all because of tennis, and eventually had to hang it up. But she played her whole life. So she was what got us the bug. And she was my little travel buddy wherever we went because the parents were working. She was retired.
Okay.
Alabama, Fort Lauderdale, wherever it was. So it was me and grandma most of the time.
I was actually going to ask you that because that's a tremendous commitment for the parents.
Tremendous.
So the parents, your parents basically were like, okay, well, if grandma is going to deal with this situation with you, we could do it. Was it something like that?
For the most part, I mean, my parents were super involved. My dad ran his own business, so he was able to kind of have some flexibility. And then my mom was a stay-at-home mom for most of her career or most of her life up until we were in high school. So grandma was mostly the stopgap, and then she helped out financially at times because obviously lessons are $100 a pop, group lessons are $30 a pop. You got to go stay in hotels, like. It was a lot. So and that's part of the reason that I stuck it through because I was burned out by 16. Like I was just done with it. I was over it. I mean, I played all the big tournaments and I wasn't going to go pro at that time because I mean, to be successful in tennis, you got to be top 100 to actually turn a profit. So I stuck it out, got into college, got the scholarship to kind of make it all worth it kind of a thing. Lasted 2 years. And then I was like, all right, I should probably figure out how to make money and have a career at some point here. So.
And then what did you major in?
Business, entrepreneurship, nothing productive. So yeah. started it's actually a backpack that you take to raves. That was our senior project. We did a Kickstarter, raised some like seed money. Couldn't get the margins right. That fell apart and failed on that one. And then I've been in sales and recruiting ever since then. So, yeah.
Who was the biggest anyone we would know that you grew up playing against? Any star?
There's Mackenzie McDonald. I don't know if you know him. He's probably 25-ish right now. There's Marcus Giron. He's probably around 30 to 40. Jack Sock, who's on the pickleball tour now. Donald Young, who's kind of on tour. He's a black guy, lefty. He played PPA tour specifically.
Okay.
I was the same coach as his. And then who else? There was one other one. Sam Query, who plays some. He's like the 6'7" pickleball guy. I don't know if you know any rings about, but so no one like great. I mean, the problem with American tennis is, I mean, this is one of our best runs that we've had. Probably have like 8 to 10 guys in the top 100 right now, which is a miracle, quite frankly. So like to be pro American male, the odds are pretty stacked against you, and not that many people are making it.
Yeah, that's why Tony and I play pickleball, not tennis.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why.
So when was it a fight transition? Now was it a fight for you to go from tennis to pickleball? Like, you know, there's some people that they can't stomach pickleball.
Yeah.
Tell me about
I mean, for the longest time, you don't play pickleball. Pickleball is like the black sheep, you know, like as a tennis player, you're either a diehard tennis player or you're not. And for the longest time, that was the case. Obviously, COVID changed things a lot because I stopped playing tennis from when I stopped playing on the team when I was 20 some years old up till like 28, probably. I'm 31 now. And then from 28 to 29, I played a fair amount just with some junior kid that was serious. And then pickleball, I finally picked up, played it once or twice, like COVID times. And then really since I've been here, this has been the most serious I've played, which is like the last 3 months or so. Up until that, I'd play like once a week for a while there for the last year. But it's been about a year and a half, I guess, since like touching a paddle that I've been in the mix. So,
Gotcha. Do all your tennis buddies make fun of you for playing pickleball now? Do you still keep
some
in
of
touch?
them do, yeah. But some of them have moved over to the dark side as well. So it's just such a nice game. Like moving here, like meeting you guys. Like I remember the first time I showed up at the park, I showed up and you were playing with Jorge, and I forget who else was there. And like I just sat there for like 3 games because I didn't want to be the freaking punk that was like, who's this random kid that's trying to play with us? And then I think it was you or Jorge were like, finally let me in for a game. And then I fortunately didn't suck and choked the whole game. And that's what got me in the mix. So it's been a super nice way to like meet people and get to know when you move to a new area.
It's a good community. The pickleball.
This one
community.
specifically is
Really?
great.
This one? Okay. I was talking in general, but go ahead.
So like South Florida, I was in West Palm Beach. Like there was courts there that I would play on. And there were guys who were nice, but it was never anything outside of that. And it was never except for this one park. Where here I've met so many people, and we go to Shania's house and we go play at Oxford Downs, and we go to like, I've been very ingrained here, and maybe it's because I've been more committed to it and I'm not this seasonal punk that leaves every 6 months, but and maybe it's just Ocala and the people here. This is the first time I've ever lived like outside of a major metro, whether it's South Florida or Southern California or whatever it is. So I don't know if it's just the culture of the people or just specifically the pickleball community here or what it is, but this is the most comfortable and like at ease, and like the fact that I'm even here is like a great example of that, you know? So it's been good.
What do you think about that?
Well, Tony's always talking about that because he travels around more and plays in different areas. So he's kind of compared and contrasted what's the talent level here, but we never really talked about nicest of the community either.
No.
That's not a topic.
And when he says play, I mean, I'm just screwing around. Like I just happen to be in St. Pete, and I'll stop at one of the parks or wherever I am. And sometimes you really find some really good play, sometimes not. Sometimes you're just messing around. But I find the community in general, the pickleball community, pretty friendly.
Yeah.
But maybe it is more friendly here than anywhere.
Generally speaking, it's pretty fun. Well, because of the way open play is structured, where you can just show up anywhere, put your paddle in, and you're in the mix. Where if for tennis, for example, like you're not just showing up to a random court and playing someone. Like that's just not happening, you know?
I will say that's generally true. I went to a park recently where it was supposed to be open play, but it wasn't apparently.
Really?
So that was a very
Did
interesting.
they let you in?
No, they didn't.
No? You just out there?
Well, I had to play on a different court. It was really weird. They're like, hey, this whole facility is open play. It's a paddle system. And then I was going to play with who I guess was considered the better players, which was some older guys. and it wasn't very open. So
Wow.
that was my first experience in that. So
Really? So.
yeah,
I wonder if that's the way, like Jason talks about this, the way where the game's kind of trending, where early on, where a lot of us weren't that good, we started to play just open play, show up at the park. And now over time, it's not necessarily getting behind closed doors, but people are planning games a lot more.
Yeah.
Going out there with a 4 with intention instead of just showing up. Because once you're at a certain level, if you come down, like then you're just screwing around, which is fine if that's your plan for the day. But if you want to go out there and good games, you kind of got to block off a quarter or whatever it may be. So
Yeah. So these public parks, you could do that when no one's there. Like Gahajo, for instance. Go at 3 o'clock, no problem.
yeah.
But when you get there at 5 and all the courts are booked, I guess what's fair, right? What's the fair way? I guess there's awareness too, right? There's an awareness issue.
yeah, and I think it'd be nice for Gahajo to like, hey, these are like the beginner style courts, these are the intermediate, and these are the advanced. Even though it could be pickup, but go kind of where you belong. Because we're open, kind of what you said. When we started, we weren't that good, so we would play with anyone and everyone, and we still kind of do that too, to a certain extent, you know. But some nights you do want to play maybe more, you know, the higher level games. But I think it would help. It's just like it's okay to have fun, but you also want to. You join a game where if someone joins a game, they're just like very beginner. Like that's not fun for anybody. It's not fun for the beginner. It's not fun for. So I feel like if Gahajo, and we're gonna have Jim on one day. So Jim,
Next week, hopefully.
yeah, you might not know him, but anyways, he's part of Marion County Parks and Recs.
Okay.
So I think it'd be nice to like, it's okay with playing with someone who's close to that level, right?
Yep.
But having course design, like, hey, here's the beginner, and you know,
or challenge courts.
Yeah.
Like it's one of the few spots where I've gone where there's no challenge court.
That's
like
true.
where winners stay on and that kind of a situation. So
I hate when the winners don't stay on. Like you win, you deserve to stay. I don't care if there's 20 people waiting. Like,
yep. I mean, there's a court for it. There's a reason for it. If you don't want that, then go to a different court, and that's fine. So, but yeah, I'm a big fan of challenge for sure.
Good point.
Yeah, they don't have one there.
No.
Yeah. You ever go to Pictona?
No, I heard you talking about it.
Pictona's a cool place. They got
It's like got a crazy amount of courts, right?
Yeah, they got like 45 courts or something.
Wow.
But and there's always something available. They're never completely booked, but sometimes it gets crowded. And they got like maybe 10 or 12 that are underneath a roof, and another building that has tournaments that's also on the roof that has like 6 or 8. But the rest are outside. But under the roof is beautiful. You know, it's raining. You don't have issues. It's a little bit cooler. The sun's not down on your face. They have one challenger court. That's the only rule they have there, which you probably wouldn't like, is after the 3rd game, you're off even if you win. So you can win 3 games, but then you got to go and 4.
Is it typically a long wait, though? Like how long till you're back?
Well, that's
on
the thing.
court?
I think that's why they did it. Sometimes there is a long wait, and, you know, there's a lot of good players waiting. So, but then there's other times, no. There's like nobody there, hardly anybody.
Yeah, the challenge court is good and bad in that. So the way I played a lot of beach volleyball, and even Oxford, sometimes I won't play the challenge court because I don't want to sit there and wait 2 whole entire games. Is a step up court. Like there'd be like you have the challenge court, and then you have to get to the challenge court, you have to win maybe a court before to get, and we would call that step up play, to where like so you're not kind of sitting for the whole time.
Yep.
So
Sean did that the other week at Dink Tank, actually.
Yeah.
The problem is if the games don't finish at the same time,
you got to wait a few minutes.
Yep. Like there was one where we had just started our game and they had just finished their game, and now they got to a whole game to come up. But maybe a whole game is not too bad in the grand scheme of things. So,
but what would solve that though is so once you get to the challenge court, if everyone's the same level, you're not going to have a fast game, right? It's not going to be 11-2. It should be a decent length, right? So I guess where you could have some games that's not like that is the step up court, right? Maybe someone just gets whooped up pretty easy, but then they just have to wait for the. I don't know.
Yep. I think it's a pretty good structure, especially if there's other courts where, I mean, you want a full, especially at like Dink Tank, obviously he wants all the courts full, but it's nice to consolidate the more competitive players into one area so that you can have like some competitive games and get a real sweat going and that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
I heard that you just did really well at a tournament with Chase, right?
We did. I mean, we got second. I was pleasantly
Nice.
surprised with how well we did considering the players there. That was that was like a Moneyball. So we didn't lose money. So like, do you guys know how the Moneyball works? No. Okay. So basically everyone I think we put in $80 per player. So it's a pretty decent pot. And then obviously the guy running it takes a chunk first place gets like $500. I think there was like maybe 8 teams, something like that. And then second place gets their money back plus I think we made like $20 or $40 or something like that. And then it's round robin, kind of like what you guys did the other weekend at the park. And then you go into playoffs kind of a thing. So, and then it's all based on Duper for what you're eligible for. So is mine and Chase's ranking or whatever it is combined has to be less than like an 8.7 or whatever it was. And my Duper it wasn't really that real going into it because I played one tournament like 2 years ago. So I was like technically a 4.0 on paper. Fortunately, I'm above that now. So we were able to get into the tournament based on that. But everyone kind of sandbags anyways. Yeah. So, I mean, the team that we lost to, one of the guys is like a 5.0, 6.5 guy, super, super good. And then his partner was a 3.8. And this guy's not a 3.8. He was, I don't really know exactly, but like he was probably at least, he was better than me significantly. And he was better than Chase. Probably similar level to Chase, but it was super fun. Those days are long though. I think we played like 9 like hard matches. Yeah. Like that's 9 like 11-7 matches. Oh my gosh. I couldn't walk for 2 days. Yeah. It was brutal.
It's nonstop, right?
It's nonstop. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to lose the sweat, you know? Yeah. Like you don't want to sit for too long.
Don't you get zoned in more that way? Like you know, in a good way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like your body's tired, but like your mind and focus is sharp. Yeah.
I haven't competed like that in a long time. It was fun. Yeah. Like, I mean, frankly, there's a lot of those matches that we should have lost and we just outcompeted them and just like mentally was able to stay. But that's the thing with pickleball, and it's the same as tennis. Like you can be playing and all of a sudden you're up 6-1 and then you start thinking about dinner. You get distracted mentally. All of a sudden it's 6-all. And I think a lot of people, they're just not used to competing like that. Where like back in the tennis days, it was like, 2-hour match, you need to be locked in for as many seconds as possible because one dumb shot and then they get momentum and then they're steamrolling back into you. So it was fun to compete at that level for 3-4 hours straight. And Chase stepped up. Like Chase can be, a little all over the place sometimes. But when it came to like a tournament day, he was locked in and ready to go, which I was like super pumped about. So it was a really fun day.
Nice.
Like I definitely want to play more of them.
I agree with that too. So like when I'm playing pickleball, I don't ever, when I'm talking specifically the high level games, I don't get physically tired, but mentally it's like, all right, I got to really concentrate because I like to screw around during my games too. It's like, I have to really concentrate, try to play the right way. And after 5 or 6 games, I'm like, all right, I'm done. Like, I don't want to have to focus like this anymore. Yeah. So that is the
draining part. By 6 games, you're toast, like toast.
And then for me, I don't even want to play those level the rest of the week. I just want to go goof off and
Just like Jason said the other day in here, he said he need like 3 games. Yeah. Like 3 games a week he's looking for. Hard, good, solid, competitive games.
Like 3 different nights?
No.
Just 3 games total.
Individual games a week is all he needs. The rest is lower, relaxing, teaching a little bit, playing, hitting the ball around, practicing some shots.
Yeah.
I think it's the mental.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you played with some people might not know, Chase is left-handed too. So 2 lefties playing together.
2 lefties.
Did that, you think that benefited you guys? Like they didn't,
they're not used to it. Yeah. You never see it. Yeah. And we kind of have a grin on our face because I think there's one pro team out there that's 2 lefties. So, and we don't stack too much, which is a big adjustment because we got to be able to play both sides where I would always favor the right. And he probably favors the right as well. But one thing that's nice, and this used to be back to tennis as well, oftentimes if you get into a match with someone you never played before, it takes them a couple of points to really pick up on the double lefty, and you have the default, you feed, a righty's backhand, which is a lefty's forehand. So we get a couple of free points in most of the games early on. If you go up 3-0 in a game to 11 in a tournament and people are tight, like you get a pretty big advantage out of the gates there.
You get some pressure right off the rip if you get some easy points. That is true. Because even though I'll play against lefty, I'm like, oh, the lefty. But then my default shot, what you just said, and I'm like, oh, crap. All right, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I have to think about it a little more.
Yeah. And that goes all the way up to the highest levels. Like I was playing in a game over the weekend, and these guys were really good. And they still would feed a ball to my forehand, and they'd say it as they hit it. And they're like, son of a gun. Like,
That's cool.
You said that you have trouble sometimes with like Ganon even specifically. Because if you both got the middle, playing with a lefty, do you ever find that playing with a strong righty, you covering the middle and?
Yep.
You know, who's
Especially if
gonna
you
take
don't
the
play
ball.
with them too much.
Right.
And I know we've played together a fair amount. And I say you like a lot. I'll say me and I'll say you because there's nothing worse than letting a ball go down the middle and you look at each other and you're like,
Yeah.
thought you were gonna get it. I thought you were gonna get it. I'll take it next time. But then every time is different at the end of the day.
Different.
So, but yeah, I'm pretty. And then certain players like Jason loves to dominate middle, and that's just who he is as a player. So I'm more of a support player. Like when I play with Jason, he's taking every drive typically when they return down the middle, and then I'm moving and sprinting up to the line, and then trying to jump and poach a ball. So I mean, it just comes to time with the players, is what I've come to learn. And I mean, fortunately, we have a good group of, I don't know, probably 10 to 15 of us here around town, and we start to get to know each other pretty well. Like, I know Daniel's going to rip a ball sometimes, and I got to be ready for that. I know Tony will play 72 games in a row and just be a machine.
Yeah, it's tough. Even when I play with you, it's just tough because I love the middle, right? And then knowing that you're good in the middle, you're just as good as I am in the middle. So it's like, all right, whose ball is it? And really, the easy ones are like the returns, but it's like in the middle, at the line, like who's going to get that, that ball where we hit paddles, that type of thing.
Yep. Yeah. Especially at the net when there's just a lot of reacting going on. Yeah. Those are the tough ones. So that's been one nice thing about double lefty is forehands. My forehand is in the middle when I'm on the right and vice versa. So it's default who's getting the ball. But it took a while to learn that because I wouldn't say more passive player, but I'm more of a, if you talk about 60-40, and I talk about that with some people, like I'm typically more of the 40 player unless there's like an attack shot and we're at the net and I have my forehand and then I'm trying to get as many of those. But for the most part, I'm trying to play support, especially if I'm playing in like a higher level game. I'm just scared I'm going to miss and I'm just trying to get the ball.
I don't get that about you.
I don't get that either.
No, not too many people hit the ball like you can. I noticed that. I said something to Tony today or this before you came on. When we were doing all our research, right? We were doing all of our investigative research into like your tournament play. And I'm like, recently he's played slower and softer than I feel like you did initially.
Yeah.
And has that been intentional?
I would say so. And a lot of it just comes with the games that you're playing with, like Enzo, the Frenchman. Like if I drive a ball at him, and same with Chase, like that ball's not going anywhere. So there's no point in taking the risk to drive when I should just drop and get into the net. So, I mean, it's been 3-4 months since we moved here, and my game is, I mean, if I look back to 3 or 4 months ago and where I am now, just because I'm playing so much, it's like evolved like a lot. And now I'm actually thinking strategy and I'm learning you set this ball up to hit that ball and talk patterns. And it's been really interesting to learn about it. So.
Yeah, I think I agree with some of that, but I also agree the way you can hit a ball is different than most other people though. Because there's not a lot of people when I'm playing that I'm afraid they're going to rip the ball at me, but you're on that list. Don't get your head too big, but you're on that list where like, hey, if I hit a bad return and you're going to rip one, like I'm going to have to really truly defend this. It's not going to be just an easy pushback.
Yeah.
So I think there's a few people that are in that list that, and obviously you're in that. So
yeah.
I feel like
tennis forehand.
Yeah. I feel like you playing defensive role. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would tell you rip that thing. So.
Yeah. And it depends on the game too. Like, I mean, when we played in the tournament, part of it was nerves and I just didn't trust my drop on the third shot. So I drived pretty much every single ball because it's a safer shot for me to drive than to drop in terms of getting it into the court. Because when you're tight, you don't got at least for me, the first thing I lose is the touch.
Absolutely.
Like the little push and you're just like, you don't even know what you're doing. So. But.
And even people will be like, Daniel drives the ball too much or a lot or whatever. But a lot of times it's the easier shot for me. Yeah. And I hit it in more often than not. And then I know you're gonna hit the ball back to me. But now it's an easier dink for the next shot. It's really about the next shot for me.
Yep. And I think in certain games though, like when you're playing at like a high level game, you're a lot more disciplined. Obviously when you're out there, just like all of us, but you in particular, like if you get me, you, Chase and Enzo or something, like you're going to be really disciplined and locked in. And you know that like you got to hit a smart shot during a smart shot, kind of a smart spot.
I try to hit smart shots. I end up hitting a lot of dumbass shots.
You get yourself out of jams though. You do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that you play so much pickleball now, right, compared to when you got here. So the real question I got is, how do you get away from the house? Now, you're married, right?
Yeah.
She does not play.
No.
Right. So how do you manage to play this amount of pickleball?
Yeah.
Domestically, the wife. You have no kids, or you have kids?
No kids.
No kids.
Dog,
okay.
but that's it. Yeah.
Okay, that helps a little bit as far as getting out there. You got the dog, you got the wife, so go for it. How's that go?
So, I mean, there's, I guess, a couple of different factors to it. One, I've been fortunate that like some of the people that we play with also have significant others. So like Tuesday, we're always at Oxford Downs. You've met our dogs. So my wife comes, Chase's fiance comes, they bring their dogs. So they have their own little powwow and they become good friends as a result of it. So that's been really nice. Also, my wife works out on the road every day, 8 to 10 hours a day. So by the time she gets home from work, she just wants to turn on the TV, not talk to me, and just like relax and decompress, because all she's doing all
So
day
you're doing
is
her a
thinking.
favor, really.
And so, yeah, you know, and yeah, she wants me out of the house. No, not quite, but
As long as dinner's ready first, then you can be out of the house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But for the first month when I was here, I mean, I was playing 5 to 6 days a week at the park because she wasn't in town yet. She was still working on moving out here. And then since then, I mean, I'm probably playing 3 days a week right now. It's not even an agreement. She wants me to play as much as I want. And it's a social outlet. I mean, I work remote. I have people on my team that I work with, but like without me getting out of the house and going and playing pickleball and talking to people and exercising, like I'll be more unhappy at home. And that's just not what she wants for me. So for her own sanity.
I say.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's been really good. It's been nice.
See?
Yeah. That's how you do
It's
it.
possible. It's possible.
No, my wife
And we
plays.
drilled
No,
last
I'm-
night,
I'm
actually.
kidding. No,
Her
Dad's
and I.
got
Does she have
Good
any
thing
want to play? There's any desire?
With me.
Yeah.
So like we played last night. We just like drilled at like the courts in our community or whatever. I want her to come out because she's actually like quite good for someone that she's probably played 5 times ever. Like she could hang, and like if we played, I mean, your wife's pretty solid, honestly. If we played against you guys, like it would probably be a decent game.
Yeah.
Like she's got pretty good hands and she's not too scared of the ball and stuff. So
That's good. Yeah, you should bring her. I mean,
I've tried.
yeah. Because my wife's very social too, so they would get along. She's way more social than I am, even though I have a podcast for some reason. But I don't get that
For some reason.
for some reason.
Yeah.
So that's something that I've found, I guess, a struggle with is how do you go past the court and like go hang out with these people? So, I mean, pickleball brings like a lot of different people. And this is more of a question for you guys, but I mean, Shania's done a really good job of it where she's got a community. She had chili or whatever it is. Like, but that's something I've struggled with is you meet all these great people. We play pickleball together and then we go home and we don't hang out ever. So, I mean, obviously you guys are good friends at this point. Like, do you guys ever hang out with people outside of pickleball?
The answer is yes, but a lot of times it's like after pickleball.
Yeah.
So my thing on this, I think, is that like pickleball is super addictive, obviously. So it becomes a big part of our life. Like a lot of our free time is going to be pickleball.
Yep.
So, and then when you compound that by other people who feel the same way as you, a lot of times your interactions with these people are going to be pickleball related.
Yep.
Like what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But it could extend, and it has, like with me and Shania especially, plus Shania's whole group of people, some who are not pickleball people.
Yeah.
So it could extend. You were there one day with me, right? So we had a good time.
Yeah. Played ping pong.
Yeah, right. We played ping pong. So it could extend a little bit past, I think, and it should. But I think it always has that base of pickleball.
Yeah.
At least that's what, in my world, it seems to be that way.
Yeah.
I think for me, I am social in the aspect of like I like to talk a lot and run my mouth when I'm playing pickleball, mostly for fun. Like, you know, it's just good banter. Some people like it. Some people tend to not like it either. So I do struggle with, hey, I play pickleball. I like this guy. Like, how do am I going to invite him to hang out or do something? Yeah. I'm not so good at that. My wife is very good at that. So she tends to be the driver in that.
Yep.
So in that aspect, I think it's kind of what you're asking is like,
yeah.
So she tends to be the driver. However, I'm trying to be more intentional. So especially since the podcast, and we've talked about this, more people are coming up to us talking that would normally we'd like, hey, how you doing? You know, Tommy, good to see you today.
Yep.
More people are coming up to us and talking and like, hey, like this, like that, and questions. So I'm trying to be a little more intentional of, all right, yeah, we played pickleball together, but like maybe hang out or something. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I've always been the best at that.
Yeah.
Tony and I kind of knew each other roundabout even before pickleball, though.
Yeah, but not well, though.
Not
We
well.
knew the same people.
Yeah.
We both knew Tate, of course. And basically, pickleball kind of made it happen, though.
It has.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something that I've struggled with a lot. And being 30s, no kids, I mean, we're in the kind of this interesting spot where half the people my age have kids and that's their entire life. And then the other half, and it's kind of a known fact for us millennials or whatever we are, that they struggle to make friends outside of, you know, their work or whatever it is. And I work remote. And so I was curious to get your guys' take on that, because it's been a struggle, I guess, a lot of the times. And it's not in a bad way. We've got Chase's fiance and we can meet with your wife and go do whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty likable. So I think if you text people and say, let's go do something, you know, they would say yes. For some other people, I'd probably say no.
Yeah, that's fair. We got to go paintballing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get someone to go paintballing.
Really?
With me. Everyone's scared. I think Tony would be in.
I would do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. That would
Where they
actually
have
be
that
fun
around?
to get a group of pickleball people and go out there and paintball. So,
I did that only once. It was a million years ago. It was fun.
yeah.
Well, I talk about too, like getting a group of people from Ocala going to play a tournament in a different location and hanging out, like where it is about pickleball and you're playing, competing, but you're also hanging out, spending time out of town, you know, doing the social side. So kind of trying to mix
That's probably something you did with volleyball.
I did,
guess.
yeah. That's where I get it from.
I picture that in the volleyball world.
Correct. That's what I did, and that's what I'm wanting to try to recreate a little bit with pickleball. It's like we'd go to spend the weekend at Clearwater. I'd play Saturday, but then you hang out Saturday night, you know, at the beach. It's more of a lifestyle thing. Pickleball or volleyball was a part of it, but it's more about kind of the overall picture too.
Like when we played that tournament in Tampa, because Tampa's 2 hours, like my wife and I stayed the night. I met up with a coworker down there. But it'd be nice to have like a group for whatever amount of people and significant others and go make a trip of it. So, because like getting to play the more intense tournaments, like we've got to go out of town, of course, Tampa or Orlando or whatever it is. But, but you guys probably don't want to play too many more tournaments, or at least Tony does.
Well, he does.
Well, I don't say it. When I say intense, I like to play I just like to be competitive. So
yeah.
But I'm good to play one every few months.
Yeah.
But half of it's the tournament, half of it's going to spend out of town.
Yep.
So it's going to be a mixture for me. I'm never going full bore on trying to be like the best pickleball player I can be. So
That's why I'm a little bit like in the air with tournaments, because I do like a tournament. I play with Mark sometimes. You know Mark Gingrich, right?
I don't think so.
Older, my age.
Yeah,
little.
okay.
He's down at Oxford. You know him. He works at Engage. You know him if you saw him.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So we've done tournaments together. I enjoy doing a tournament with him or here and there. But like I'm thinking, like if you're not going to do anything with it, this is how I'm thinking. I'm not doing anything with it. I'm not trying to like go on a big 50+ type circuit where I'm going to do an amateur thing and like really do anything. So like, what would be the point?
Yep.
What do you think? What is the reasoning?
I mean, after listening to you talking about it the other day, which was really interesting, of like, what's the point of what we're doing here after the tournament? Like, I mean, goal number one for me is not get fat. That's the number one reason we play pickleball, at least in my eyes, especially here. It's funny.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. So there's a few things that stick in my mind when I first moved here, and one of them was with Tony in the thick of summer. And we had just played for 3 hours and we're dying. And you were like, you lost 30 pounds or something since you started playing pickleball. So that sticks in my mind a lot. But outside of that, number two for me is like the social side of it and the competitive side of it. But am I going to go play on some team and travel the country? Am I going to try to make money off of like playing tournaments and stuff? Like, one, I'm probably too old for that. You guys are definitely too old for that. Sorry.
Thanks.
But
Specifically Tony.
Yeah, specifically Tony. Sorry. But I mean, what are we doing with it? Just that's a good question. Yeah. I don't know. Just have a good time and try not to lose too much and try not to lose our mind too much along the way, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
the alternative, sorry to interrupt, but the alternative you haven't played. And what do we say would happen when you didn't play? What you didn't play this last week. What did you end up doing a few nights?
Oh, like drinking too much and stuff? Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Because especially, I mean, Tony has a lot of free time. So he's like, what am I going to do? So he goes and eats dinner. And when we say drink, it's not like you're up to 3 a.m. drinking, but you go to the bar, have dinner, have a conversation, end up having a few beers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not the most productive thing in the world.
And then you put the 30 pounds back on.
I would put it on. Yeah. 100%. I put like 7 pounds on in 7 days.
What, in the last week here?
I mean, I probably lost 1 or 2 just since yesterday, but yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I sweat a lot.
Yeah.
So
quick question. Did you know Sam was Tony's son?
No.
I
I know there's like a triangle with like Evan, Sam, and then you, and is it Tate or
is this Love Island? Is this
something like that? So Love is Blind, maybe.
Yeah.
It's funny. I asked that. I'm telling you, nobody knows you and Sam.
Really? How could that be possible?
At the day When I was at the courts the other night, someone said something about Sam leaving. Sam got mad and left, which Sam's pretty calm. And they're like, well, it is Tony's son. And the one guy's like, what are you talking about? It's Tony's son.
See, I can understand Ganon. You know, you're fairly new here, but like Greg
I'm telling you.
or you know,
Yeah.
Kevin or somebody,
Yeah.
he's playing with us for like years now, since we started. You don't know?
No,
That's
funny.
weird.
So explain Love Island then to
Oh, wow.
Gannon.
I'm gonna explain it.
With
What about Love
the
is
whole
Blind?
Gannon and or the whole Evan and Tate connection to you.
I don't follow. What am I going to
He's saying he knew there was a connection between you, Sam, Evan, and Tate.
All right. Well, Tate, you probably barely know. 'Cause
I've
Tate-
seen him on here.
yeah. But you haven't seen him out there, really.
No, I haven't
Yeah.
seen him anywhere.
So the connection with him is nothing really with pickleball. He started us in pickleball, though.
Mm-hmm.
So he went out there with his wife and another friend of ours and his wife at the Y and just like messed around one day. And he came back in this office, the one across the hall, and said to me, Tony, you love it. You're going to love this game. You can come out with us Thursday. Try it out. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So I came out Thursday and I immediately loved playing. I mean, it was the most fun. It was like ping pong, like standing on a table.
Yep.
And I'm like, this
That's
is
a
just
good way
like-
to describe it.
yeah, it's like just standing on the table playing. It's just awesome. So I got into it very quick. Like I just went all in, and that's you. I don't know how
Came
you came in.
shortly after that.
Yeah.
But him and Tate are business partners too, though.
Yeah.
So that's
I
the connection.
Figured that.
Yeah.
And then Evan is Tate's son.
No.
No?
Oh, no.
No.
Sam and Evan are business partners.
Got
And
it. Okay,
friends.
that's okay.
That's the
Yeah.
connection.
Got it. That's the connection.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I basically got my son into it right away, which got Evan into it.
Got
like
it, because
within
they're business
a week or
partners.
two after I was into it, they were into
Okay.
it.
I think we need like a family tree at the park.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
The hierarchy.
But I was
Yeah.
already playing games with them. You know what I mean? Because they're
Yeah.
very athletic kids. So
Yeah.
they would, you know, that game Spike Ball.
Oh, I love spike.
It's so
ball.
much
They
fun.
play spike
Yeah,
ball?
well, we were all playing before
Oh,
we
man.
discovered pickleball. So we
That's
would,
what we do if we went out of town. You played.
that's
yeah.
actually a good break to get off the pickleball thing for a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, I used to play some sport.
Yeah.
I don't think I played as intense.
You'd probably be really good at it because of volleyball.
I don't know. I've played. I never had. It was always more like we're barbecuing and drinking
Yeah.
beers, playing spike balls. So I was never like
Yeah.
playing serious.
Yeah.
Who's really playing serious?
Yeah.
We're doing the
You-
professional
Yeah, who's
circuit.
playing?
You sent me a
Now
video.
that you guys can make it. Yeah.
You sent me a video of you guys at the park. All four of y'all playing the other day.
I mean,
I
but-
saw no beers in the background.
No, but that doesn't mean it's serious.
Oh, okay.
You save beers for afterward. That's a serious game. Yeah. Yeah. That's a fun game. That's one
is
of my
fun, yeah.
probably that and pickleball are my two favorite games. I haven't played
So
spike
we were
ball.
playing that all the time, and then we
And you switched
yeah,
over.
We switched.
Should go back then.
Yeah, I played the other day. I was really bad coming back. Like I haven't played in like
Really?
2 years. Like, well, I was really good at setting still.
Okay.
The
But
ball could
spike
fly
game,
back. I could
yeah.
run fast and get to it and like bring it back.
Yep.
You know, and even get my setup. Like if it was not quite enough for him to do the second shot and give you the
Yep.
third shot. But I'm not that good at the actual spike itself. Like I was missing or just
Yep.
like hitting
Did
like
you play
the
on
rim.
sand or did you play on grass?
Grass.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to only play on sand was the biggest one.
Oh.
Like at the beach.
Yeah, that's fun.
So fun.
Was
So
this like a
intense.
Top Gun movie? You with your shirt off on the beach playing spike ball?
Yeah, back when I was
Shades.
buff, you know. After tennis, still in college, you know, pseudo frat star, trying my best kind of a thing. So so my wife says false advertising. 'Cause we met senior year of college and I was definitely way buffer than I am now. And yeah, and since then it's been kind of,
Tony, I have to get you on his workout routine.
yep. I don't know if I can eat that much though.
That's the problem, the eating.
Yeah, the eating is that's the whole other commitment.
Yeah.
You're sitting out there on the pickleball court with your little Tupperware.
You see me
grinding
eating
that.
one day,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I remember you said something to me. Yeah. I don't usually bring it out on the bench, but
Yeah, it was a long day.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
so many games. That day is what I have envisioning you of like Tony will play till he falls over on
Yeah,
the court.
till I die.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
The summers are brutal. You just sweat through. I know. I
remember him
sweat through
saying
my
that.
shoes.
Yeah.
Like my shoes, like it'll be almost unplayable because it's like leaving
Yep.
sweat on the ground.
Yeah. It's like you dipped him in a pool.
Yeah, literally.
Did you go through that this year? Were you here in the summer?
When did we get here? I think July time. Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
It was rough there
Oh,
for
yeah.
a while. Yep. And then Daniel would hit me up. You want to go play at 3 today? It's like, dude.
I gotta adjust this. I do remember the first time we played together. I was actually terrible that day. Terrible.
when I
And
play, like when I showed up at the court randomly.
Yes, the
When
very
Jorge
first
was
time
there?
ever, I was
Yeah.
terrible, and I think I ended up like hitting a ball like 9 courts away. And I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna think I'm a major idiot, which is true. I can be. So
It's all right. You have a few of those a game. That's all right. You know, 1 or 2.
I've dialed it in recently, but I can definitely be emotional. So
that's all right. We all go up and down a little bit. So
I've never seen you freak out on the court.
I try to be pretty stoic. That comes from tennis as well. So,
Okay.
Yeah, Chase said that he heard me say a bad word the other day for the first time on the court. So outside of the court, very different. But on the court, I'll break my hand probably smacking the paddle hard, but that's about it. So
have you played any tennis with Jason since you've been here?
no, but I want to, especially because he's got clay courts. I love clay courts. I need to get out there. So that would be hopefully soon enough. But does he play a lot still? I know he coaches.
I have no
know.
idea.
Yeah.
No. He didn't make it seem like he played.
He said he plays sometimes, but not that seriously.
Yeah. Just coaches all the time and then comes and whoops
Whole
us in
life.
pickleball.
Yeah, his whole life.
Oh,
is,
yeah. We covered it on the
paddle
podcast.
sports. We
that
did.
comes out tomorrow. So if
Nice.
we can all rewatch that
Yeah.
and see.
Nice. That'll be interesting.
He was a paddle guy since he was 4 also.
He's been playing, especially pickleball too. He's been playing forever, it sounds like. Before pickleball was even a thing.
Yeah,
Like,
not that long, I don't think. Maybe like 10 years.
I mean, that's kind of the beginning of pickleball, though.
But I mean, he grew up on tennis.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
all the way up.
From I'm sure he played really high level and all of that. If you're going to be teaching, then
So pickleball related, let's get back to just this specifically.
Let's go back to pickleball.
Anybody
track.
that you play against that you just find very difficult, like any particular player that we all know.
by very like just I can't compete with them
No,
level
no.
or just unique game.
Unique game, whatever, however you want to interpret it.
Yeah. I mean, Enzo, the Frenchman, obviously super high level player, like not very forgiving on balls, which is like if you hit anything that's a too high over the net, like. But I actually did beat him in singles the other day. If he's watching this, so that was my high of my entire year.
Take that,
was beating
Enzo.
him in singles. So, I mean, Chase is a really crafty player, which like he'll catch me flat-footed sometimes and get a ball down the line. So, but I don't think there's anyone that's like, all right, I can't figure you out kind of a thing. And I mean, we all play each other so much. So like, there's not really that many surprises. Like, you know what most people are going to do and everything's relatively predictable for what game they're going to bring kind of a thing. So, when we played in that tournament, I mean, some of those guys were, I mean, the guy that was 6'5", he's a 5'0". He's like, I mean, he can. I couldn't get a ball to drop in the kitchen 80% of the time. Like every ball, he's
He
reaching,
can stretch for everything.
and he's just running me side to side, which is the worst thing ever when they're just moving you around in the kitchen. So, but I wouldn't say there's anyone specific that's like that game, like hurt, like is bad against me necessarily. I mean, the whole game is just get it to my backhand, and I'm trying to hide my backhand for the entire match. That's
I wouldn't know anything.
my whole strategy.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Yeah. Okay. So styles don't matter. So because you have been playing slower, so fast guys, slow play. Like some people can slow you to death.
Yep.
You go with that now?
Not really. I mean, I'm still tight. Like if I'm playing Jason and Jorge, for example, where they'll just team effort, slow down, grind me out. Like I'll lose most dink battles like against those two guys. Like I'm just not consistent enough. My backhand isn't strong enough because I only really have a chip. Like I've got nothing really over the top, which if I was a drill, and I know you have your own opinions on drilling, but
I'm coming off that a little bit, but go ahead.
you're starting to drill?
No, I'm not.
He's coming off on his ideas about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be open to it, but
Okay. We got courts.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. They're always empty.
so I always find it interesting. Do you like to dink more backhand or forehand?
Backhand.
Really?
Yeah. My forehand is not trash on the dink, but it's pretty bad. It's gotten better, but my backhand, just a little slice backhand.
You feel more comfortable with your backhand?
way more comfortable.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I can dink better with my backhand than my forehand.
Yeah.
My forehand is like a dead dink is all I can really do.
Yep.
A true dink like at the kitchen line.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I feel like I can't. It's like how hard do I hit it? Do I have a soft wrist? Do I be more like?
And then try to slide over
Yeah.
the top. I've
tried
I just
every which way.
panic,
Yeah.
especially in a serious game. I panic. So, but I'm trying to. I was doing it yesterday with my wife, which was the over the top backhand, like the little two-handed little jump thing. Like I need to get better at that.
We're trying that too.
Yeah, I've been trying the two, which I can do it with my backhand. So I just now it's just actually doing it in a high level game.
Yep.
Right? So
And I think that's the next level of like all of our games because we can drive, we can put away balls. Like being able to control the kitchen is something that is like what's going to put me to the next level. And when I say control the kitchen is like actually making intentful dinks instead of just trying to get it over the net, trying to pull them out wide and then trying to go middle deep enough at their feet. Like that whole strategy is something that's, but for a while there, I was just trying to survive and not miss the ball so my partner's not mad at me. And now it's like, all right, I need to learn this if I'm actually going to play with like the serious players. So
Yeah, I agree. Because anytime I get in a dink battle, especially with someone I know is a very good dinker, like I'm looking for my first opportunity to get out of it.
Yeah.
Whether that's a lob, a speed up, it doesn't. But
just hit it into the net and call it.
yeah, like I'm done with this.
Lob one over, out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's something that I want to work on. I've drilled maybe twice. I should drill more, just because.
Who do you drill with?
I've drilled with my wife, and I've drilled with Chase, and I've drilled with Enzo.
Okay.
So, and yeah, I played singles against Enzo the first time and got absolutely mopped, like 11-1, 3 games in a row. And I was like, all right, I give up. So, because he comes from a tennis background.
Yeah.
He's just a super good player, like just really strong.
Was he a high-level tennis player?
He played pro, but pro is all relative.
Mm-hmm.
Like he played pro for a while though. He never was like top 100 or anything like that. But yeah, he was like really strong and really high level.
How old is he?
I say young. I think he's 25 or something.
So he's younger than you then.
Younger than me. So
Do you want to play singles? You like pickleball singles?
after the game the other night, it was the best game ever. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But not necessarily. I think that, I mean, it goes back to the point of like, why are we playing pickleball? For me, it's the social aspect of it. And I mean, not getting fat is another big one, which we would get in singles, but I would rather go play doubles with a group of 4 and have fun and then maybe throw some singles on the end. Cause it's definitely, singles is much more cardio as well. Sure. Like a serious game of singles, which I feel like I don't get enough cardio in terms of like sprinting when it comes to doubles, but the game itself, I like doubles way more than singles.
It's a completely different game.
Yeah.
Well, singles is basically tennis,
Yeah.
right? It's like a miniature tennis.
Yeah. Tennis, serve and volley.
Right.
Like just hitting it
Right.
in,
I mean,
hitting it in, hitting
but
it in.
double, I mean, even strategy wise, but
Yeah.
doubles is not even the same game as tennis.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's night and day.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. There's a guy, his name's Roscoe Bellamy. He's on tour. I think he just won his first gold actually in Lakeland last weekend or whatever it was. And I used to play against his brother, his older brother in the juniors. But he said it was really humbling to him when he came over to pickleball because he was like #1 in the country in tennis, like super good player. And to come over to pickleball and not be good at a racket sport was like really hard for him early on.
I could imagine.
Because like, you know, you just, even me, like I like to think that I'm better than I actually am. And then I go out there and I miss balls and it's the most frustrating thing ever because I should be great at this because I'm a tennis player and it's the same exact thing in theory, but it's a whole different game. And then you get mopped by a 65-year-old because he can just out-dink you, which is not going to happen in tennis, you know? Like, but in pickleball, that'll happen easily. Like,
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, we've talked about it. We think pickleball is more of a twos. I mean, obviously they play singles, but I think most people when they think of pickleball, they think of doubles.
100%. Yeah. It's a very social game. It's great.
Very
like,
social game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's so addicting.
So we talk about people that give you a hard time playing. How about people you just don't like in general? Let's go through the list of people
That I don't like in general.
Yeah, just
oh
like,
boy. Like, I actually
What,
brought
you
it on my
asking for
phone.
names or something?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
real names. Like,
You want names?
I want his top 10. Is that
All
fair?
right. I mean, whatever.
I brought it on my phone. That was the one thing I came prepared with.
Yeah.
Just to bash.
He pulls out a list. He's like, okay, well, anyway, #1.
Oh man, that's funny. No, everyone's been great, honestly. Here in particular, I mean, the one tournament I played back in the day up in Jersey, like there was one group of guys that we got wrecked by them, but they were just dicks, frankly. Like, and everyone here, I mean, there's no one that I think about on the court in our community that's like, I mean, I guess they probably don't get invited back or don't get on the court, but I've never really run into anyone. I don't know if that's just Ocala in general, and people are just super nice and like.
I think most people are reasonable. There's been a few that are just complete idiots that kind of wash themselves out a little bit, but what do you think?
Yeah, a few. Handful. Less than a handful.
Yeah.
Well, we know someone who got arrested.
I do.
Because of pickleball?
Kind of. Indirectly, right?
Yeah, this guy's just a problem.
Yeah.
He's just a problem all the way around. Older guy too, which is very odd. Older guy trying to fight people and just do stupid stuff, which nobody would actually fight him because he was older, like, and not athletic.
Yeah.
So I don't understand, unless he was ninja that I don't know. That, it didn't seem possible that he could ever actually beat anybody up. But yeah, so he got arrested.
So do you guys think you'll play more tournaments?
I think I will. So I'm going to play in December at the Pictono. So I guess there's
And that's like an hour and a half east of here or something?
a little less than an hour and a half, right?
Yeah, like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Daytona
nice.
area.
So you could do a day trip even on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they're having the pro tournament there at the same time. So
Oh, they
this
are.
December 20th, I'm going to play there with Adam.
December 20th?
Mhm.
Dang.
You should.
Be out of town. That would have been fun.
Yeah. I'm playing with Adam in that. But I don't have like a list or schedule. Just I wanted to play with Adam to start with. Even in this last tournament, he just couldn't play. So
Yeah.
I'm just comfortable playing with him.
Yeah.
So
You guys know each other's game. And yeah, you know you can both let a few rip. And there's,
Oh, they
yeah.
they let
do.
them rip.
They really
yeah.
do. Yeah, when they're both playing hard and they're
Yep.
both on, it's brutal.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm gonna play that one with him. And I think it'll be cool. Again, the pros are gonna be there, so play some of ours. Watch
It'd be
some
a
of
whole
theirs.
energy.
Yeah.
Like, yep. Yeah, I'd love to see the pros. My old doubles partner, he was top 25 at one point. The guy that I played with in college in pickleball, he was top 25. So I've been wanting to go to a tournament and just surprise him and just show up.
What do you mean top 25?
He was like 25 in singles for PPA.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So, but he hasn't gotten like signed because I think they're like all under contracts and stuff,
some
like
weird
salaried, and I don't really know how it all works, but he never made it to that. I think he had a good run, and then I don't know if he got hurt or what happened, but yeah.
I'm trying to get Tony to play in the tournament so that he could see where I see the fun in pickleball, right? Like, because he's like, "What's the purpose?" So I'm trying to get him to play in this, but
I think you'd have
Yeah.
fun in
Yeah,
like
well, I
a
was
proper
supposed to,
tournament.
I was supposed to play. I actually texted right before we started this podcast. So Mark, I've played with before, and I texted to see if he was still going to do it.
Yeah,
Because he asked me a couple weeks ago about it. Same one he's talking about.
I think you'd have a blast.
Yeah.
Especially like a 10-game tournament or something.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like a big like mental focus guy. Like whenever we play, you're not messing around. You're there to win. You're focused. Every point matters. So like bringing that into a tournament environment, I think you'd have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. Well, I actually did one there similar to what you're talking about with Jorge. And it was a certain number you had to be at. It was a team of 4. And I was, I don't know, 4.0, whatever it was. Whatever it was, we made the number between the 4 people. It was a high level tournament for me.
Yep.
It was a 4.5 plus, basically.
Okay.
But it was fun because you switched the team. So I played with Jorge played with Brandon, I played with Brandon.
Yep.
You switch it up. It was 12 games each.
12 games each.
So every combination made each partner play 12 games straight.
Wow.
So it started at like 7 o'clock and ended like midnight.
Holy
Straight,
crap.
nonstop.
Last man standing.
Yeah, and it was hard play. It was all competitive. There wasn't one uncompetitive moment.
Wow.
And I wasn't in that zone. I think I won 3 out of 12 or something.
Okay.
But I thought, and I was also an all age too.
Okay.
So I was by far, I was probably
Yeah.
about 20 years older than the next youngest person.
Wow.
But I was focused, and I was, what you said, very zoned in, and
Yep.
it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yep. I feel like you do really good in a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you'd be last man standing as well.
Last man standing.
Oh, everyone's so tired. You
Oh
play
yeah,
12
yeah,
games.
yeah.
like-
Well,
yeah.
that's not an issue.
Yeah.
It's all in here. That's all.
Got my
it is.
Tupperware. I'm
It's right
good.
here.
You know?
Yeah, I got 18 trays with me.
Yep.
Of food.
Yep.
No, that's not a problem.
Have you play Dink Tank? Do you go there often and play?
We're going there every week.
Okay.
Yep.
On Thursday nights?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Are you going to play in their league?
I didn't know there was a league.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we actually broke news on that. I think that we deserve all
Breaking
the credit.
news.
you guys
Yes.
broke news.
Yeah.
That's worth a subscribe for sure.
Yeah.
And probably like too. Yeah.
Dink Tank owes us for that. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
They actually
They have a check coming.
yeah.
Yep. Royalties. Yeah.
Subscribe. We need checks.
So they're going to have a league. I think it's either 4 or 5 person. Only 4 people play, but you can have an alternate or something. But it's like MLP style to where you have your 4 and then you play another team and then you all kind of rotate around and play.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's going to be on Sunday nights.
Okay. Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah. Everyone can show up then kind of thing.
We're going to do it. Tony and I, we don't have our team official yet. But
You have thoughts though.
yeah, so I think that'd be cool.
You can set up a podcast there as well. Get some
Yeah.
get some live action recordings, you know?
I don't know if we want to see that. We might have to have our good producer edit some stuff out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, paddle throws. Can't really throw paddles in there. I don't know how that
Yeah.
work.
There's no trees. Though.
There are no trees.
No
Yeah.
tree. That's the secret. You got to have something to aim at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw a paddle to the top of him and it got stuck.
That was hysterical.
I've heard this story.
Yeah, it was
hysterical.
Word travels fast. So
But honestly, I haven't thrown a lot of stuff. I'm
No,
very
you've been
good.
you've been actually way contained. I've been pretty contained too. I mean,
You did contain yourself as
well, I
good
mean,
as I
come on, really, I need credit for that a little
Yes.
bit. Me,
Yes. You handled it well.
yeah.
You handled it well. All right. Well, I think that's about it. What do you think?
yeah, I think that's
You got
about
anything
it.
else?
All right. No, appreciate it.
All right,
This has
we're
been
good.
great.
Well, we appreciate you coming on.
Till next time.
Yeah.
On the mic with a grin and a smile. Don't get too close or we'll lob you in style. Let's Kitchen Banter. We keep it loose, a little strategy.